everybody, welcome to my channel and welcome to a layout for the scrap room. We are doing the Freaky Fast formula challenge today. Over on the scrap room, you can check out all the links down below for the Facebook group and the blog, so you can see all the fun challenges that are posted on the Facebook group, and you can play along. The Freaky Fast formula is one of my absolute favorites. It's a great way to get a page done really, really fast. I think this page took me 20 minutes and that's it, which is, I think, pretty good. Playing with Photoplay's Sweet as Honey 2. So this beautiful wood grain paper for that. And this fun like floral with greens and yellows, and there's a lot of bee themed things. I couldn't find any photos that I had that would have been bee themed, but I did have this photo of my son, which I find later. I wasn't quite sure what photo I wanted to use because I was still trying to find a photo. So I did find a photo of my son. I remember him, he was obsessed whenever he saw a ladybug or an Asian beetle in our house. And so he'd get real close to it. So I have a photo of him on our stairs, like bright early in the morning. He needed to stop and talk to the ladybug. So it's kind of cute. So the formula for today is a 7x9, which is what I cut the wood grain out. And then a 4 and 4 3/4, a 3 3/4 by 4 1/2. And I did that in the plaid and the yellow. A 10x1, which I did in that floral, and then a 4-inch circle, which I did in this cute, one of the cute patterns that has like circles with bees on it. And in the embellishments, you get a variety of different things. I think everybody gets some epoxy dyes, paper, and epoxy shapes, and so then you can make your own essentially your own epoxy embellishments by using the die cuts and the shapes. And so I did that with the circles because I figured I have a giant circle in my Freaky Fast formula. This would work out really well. So yeah, I thought I was going to use one photo, but it would be too much would get cut off if I used it. So that's why I went to search for another and look for, and I found the one with him talking to the ladybug. So I'm doing that, figuring out photo. So I'm going to trim it down, and I'm just going to use that 3 4/4 by 4 1/2 and the 4 by 4 3/4. Perfect to do a double mat. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to double mat. I'm going to cut my photo down so it fits onto the smaller piece and mat that. So that's on the yellow. So it ended up being trying to think. So it would have ended up being 3 and like 5/8 by just under 4 inches by just under 4 3/4. So like 3 and 5/8 by 4 and also 5/8. No, because that was 6/8. Yeah, actually. Oh no, it'd be 7/8. 7/8. Not. Oh, that makes me think of something that I need to fix. Okay. Anyway. And then the photo. And then I got with my die cuts, and this will vary with everybody's kit, so you might not get this. This adorable Sweet as Honey like title piece. So I'm just going to layer that up over the circle, and it's going to overlap my photos a little bit. And then I got these, they're just 3 little rectangles, and I really like those too. And so kind of like banners, but I'm just going to put them on top of my photo just to add some interest. And then I will use the epoxy shapes, which, yeah, like I said, I got these circles. So they're basically like these clear epoxy stickers, essentially. They can put over anything and make them look like an epoxy embellishment or like a flat button or something, depending on the shape that you get or the shape that you have. And so they're really, really neat. Really fun to play with. I'm going to pull in a few labels from my stash just to add a little bit more, kind of creating a diagonal design. Yeah, just to add a little bit more yellow without pulling in more paper. And then going to create those embellishments by putting those stickers over the round. They're just slightly smaller than, I believe this punch I used, was it the 1.5 or the 1/2 inch? I don't remember which one I used, and I can't see on the video right now, but just smaller than one of them, and it's an old Creative Memories punch, and that worked out really well because they were like the right size for the epoxy stickers instead of sticking the sticker on and then cutting it out. So I just punched them out and then stuck the sticker on, and it was like the perfect size. And then I just used adhesive to glue them down after the fact. But yeah, I'm going to pop up that title piece onto some foam, and then I'll have a little spot for journaling below, and then I'll kind of just have the cascaded labels down so that kind of creates there's a label there, a label in the corner, and then a label on the bottom where I'm going to do my embellishment under my title. And I really like just the banner or the band of the green and yellow with that pattern paper as that long piece below. I really like that. It just gives a pop of those colors there. So then when I add other things to the top, it kind of ties it all together. But yeah, that's the great thing about Freaky Fast formulas is they come together relatively quickly. And I know there's some people out there that plan what piece they're going to cut, what dimension. I just kind of look at it and go, yeah, sure. And I just start cutting. Sometimes I'm not happy and I end up wasting or like cutting more than I need to. But most of the time I make it work. And most of the time, especially since all these lovely papers have two sides, that's the great thing too is like, nope, I decided I'm not going to use this. I'm just going to flip it over and do it like that. And then you can create a whole another page. It'd be really fun to try that and cut the same things out and then just use the opposite side you did. I don't know, and see what you come up with. That'd be a great way to challenge yourself with something pretty easy if you had that many papers of each thing. Because you wouldn't be able to cut two of the wood grain paper. There's not enough paper. It's too big. You can't get two of those out of 12 by 12. But you can pretend. So used up one last. My goal is to try. I have some like leftover things just sitting on my desk of past collections, past just kits, just little bits and bobs that maybe either I forgot to put away or just is literally the last sticker in a sticker sheet. And so I'm trying to use things up as I go, and my goal is to use at least one thing on every page. And so I was able to use up the last sticker on that one L Studio sticker sheet. That's what I crumpled up there a few seconds ago. So I put a phrase sticker on the top. This sticker sheet is what you get in is it the embellishment add-on? Yes. So I was gonna try to use some of it, but I ended up not. I ended up only using what was given to me in the kit. And so I used one of the green phrases. I can't read what they say right now. You guys will be able to see them in the close-ups. I don't have the page in front of me. But I used one of those, and then I grabbed some epoxy, enamel shapes from my stash, and I had these green hearts, so I'm sticking them in the center of those little rectangles that came in my kit. And then I'm going to have some enamel dots in both corners, but I used two of the round shapes in the epoxy flare thing. So yeah, making them look like flare. And I'm putting those on as well and using a bunch of these green enamel dots, which I don't remember where I got them from. Honestly, I think it was like a dollar spot at Joann's, which, it's closing. All of them are closing. Anyway, yes, here. Oh yeah, You Are So Sweet was the green one. I don't remember what the white one was. Oh, wait, there it is. This happened today, just to document. So there you have it. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy and subscribe if you haven't already. And we love you. See you next time. Bye.